Christian a long time ago. So I'm going to ask her some questions, and maybe you guys can learn a little bit about her journey. Are you ready? Okay, Kim, what age or what grade were you when you started? Were you a preschooler or were you a kindergartner when you started here at Portland Christian?
I was preschool. So, born and raised Portland Christian all the way.
How many years did you go to preschool here?
Just one. Yeah.
Some of you go for a lot of years, right? Yeah. Working parents. Next question, when did you graduate Portland Christian?
2008.
Here's another question. Do any of you in the audience play sports? Can you raise your hands if you play sports? Fantastic. Do you guys know what sport Kim played? Volleyball. You can put your hands down. So Kim, how old were you, what grade were you in, when you started playing sports at Portland Christian?
Ooh, I think I started basketball in 5th grade and played a little bit of volleyball in 6th grade. Yeah. Yes, then I kept playing all the way through volleyball, actually, and basketball, all the way through high school.
Did you ever get sick of playing? Because you're still playing right now and you graduated in 2008. Do you ever get sick of playing volleyball?
I don't. I love it. Every day I'm excited to go.
Good. Now, did you get involved in other things like music and art? Were you in the band? Were you in the choir? What other kind of other things that weren't sports did you do?
I took piano lessons all through elementary school. I did student council in high school. I think that's it, maybe. Yeah.
Were you in the choir or the band?
No, I wasn't.
And are there any teachers here today that were still teaching when you were here?
Yes, Mrs. Morris. I didn't have her as a teacher, but she was the other kindergarten class. I had Miss Thomas, and I had Mrs. Duncan.
When you went to Portland Christian High School, how did that help prepare you for college?
You guys maybe don't know this now, but Portland Christian is a very good school, very high level, so you're being trained at a young age to be very successful for the rest of your life. And I had amazing teachers, starting with Mrs. Duncan and Miss Thomas, all the way up through high school, that prepared me so much for the rest of my life that when I got to college, it was almost easy. Don't tell them that, but not easy, but I felt very much prepared. I'm so thankful for my time here at PC.
Now, you travel a lot right now playing volleyball all over. Can you tell the group what countries you've played volleyball in and where you travel to?
I've been to a lot of countries to play volleyball. I've been to Asia, China, Thailand, Japan, most of the European countries. I've lived in Poland, Italy, and Turkey. So it's been a crazy couple of years. Lots of plane rides, long plane rides.
Here at Portland Christian, this month's character trait is what? Respect. So, Kim, can you tell me a little bit about your volleyball team on the Olympics this year and how character traits like respect are really, really important, and kind of talk about what we chatted on the phone about?
Yes, well, respect is probably one of the biggest words our team uses. When you're with your teammates, you have to respect one another. You have to respect their feelings and their actions, which means you allow them to be themselves and give them the freedom to be themselves and to enjoy the process of one another. We respect our coaches, which means when they tell us something, we listen and we try something new, even if it's something we are unsure about or have never tried before. And we respect the whole program. So USA Volleyball is a big deal, and a lot of girls try to get in it. And so when we're there, we respect the program by working really hard. We show up to practice every day on time. We work really hard at each point in every drill. We respect our coaches by taking their advice. It's really, my whole career is about respect. It's really important that you learn that even at a young age.
And were some of the people that were trying out to be on the volleyball team, if they were really, really, really good players, but they didn't have respect, what would happen to them then?
A lot of those players weren't allowed back on the team. They had that in the past Olympics. They had some girls who were really talented, some of the best in the world, but our coach said if you're not respectful and you don't respect this program, then he didn't want them to be on the team, and he cut them. which was a really tough decision to make, but that shows you how important respect is.
So sometimes you can be really talented, but if you're not kind and respectful, guess what is more important? Respect and kindness. Next question. How has God been using you as you travel? Do you get to witness to people? Do you talk to your teammates about God? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, well, when I'm traveling, I play in countries where there's all different religions and all different beliefs and stuff, so I get to talk to people about what they believe, I get to talk to them about what I believe, and I think the biggest way I do that is by being joyful. And my biggest goal in life, and the word that I think that describes me best, is joy. And I think when people see that, they see me smiling and enjoying what I do and being kind to people, then that makes them wonder, why is she so happy? Why is she so joyful? And I can share with them that it's because of Jesus and because of what he's done. So I think that's a really cool opportunity for me.
How did you balance having to do all your homework and play sports?
It's not easy. It's a lot of discipline. So, it's about getting your homework done in the time you have. And sometimes you go from class to practice, to film, to all these things, all activities, and you maybe only have 30 minutes here to do your homework or whatever it is, and that means you have to do it when you have the time, and it means you have to sacrifice. So sometimes you can't go play with your friends when you want because you have to do your homework, but in the long run, it helps, and then maybe I'm doing that during the weekdays, and then on the weekend I can play with my friends, So it's a lot about balance and sacrifice.
And last question. What kind of leadership skills have you learned through playing sports, particularly when you were at the high school level at Portland Christian? What kind of leadership skills did you learn through high school sports?
I think one of the biggest things I learned was to listen to people. I think some of the best leaders are best listeners, so they're able to take everyone's feelings and advice and knowledge and kind of form it into one cohesive idea. So I'm not just, if someone tells me something, how they're feeling or how they're thinking, I'm not just tuning them out, not listening to them, but I'm taking it into consideration. I think that's what the best leaders do, and I think I learned that really well at Portland Christian.
I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you can show all these kids your bronze medal. It's very, very, very heavy. And we have a special gift for you right here. I know that athletes who play in the Olympics get a lot of Nike gear, but we are full of Adidas. And so you have a whole Adidas swag bag of Portland Christian things. So we are very, very grateful you're here. Let's give her a huge round of applause.